Hi, everyone, and welcome back for the PC Coaches Show with Ed Cooley for the next 15 minutes. We're here to talk about Friar basketball with the head coach of the Friars. How you doing, Coach?
Doing well this morning.
Last night, another frustrating loss to the Georgetown Hoyas, the number 10 team in the country, and afterwards you said that now that you've kind of been around the block with the Big East this year, you thought that they have the best defense in the conference.
Not just the conference, but the country. I mean, you see their length, how physical they are. You know, they pay attention to detail when it comes to their scouting report, staying attached to certain players on different teams. They were really impressive.
I know that it was a frustrating offensively first half for the Friars, but it was your defense that really kind of kept you in the game. Really
kept us in the game, and when you look at it, we had a designated situation with 4.4 seconds left in the first half. We just didn't pay attention to it. You know, Hollis makes a three-pointer right at the buzzer. That was really disheartening, but I thought we had a really good effort defensively. I know Bryce Cotton has been frustrated a little bit, missed his first 8 or 9 shots last night, and I know that opposing teams are giving him a lot more attention now. Is it just the fact that they're playing a little bit tighter, that he's not able to do what he does so well? Well, I think he has to pick his, you know, I was telling him be ready to shoot off the catch, and he just wasn't in it. Again, I thought the length kind of disrupted his rhythm a little bit, but we still, you know, want him to take shots. That's his game. That's what he's here for. He's a shot maker and taker, so he's got to continue to stay positive and make shots for us. So what is the goal now as we kind of wind down the regular season for the Friars? Well, you know, obviously we got to play well going into the Big East tournament. I want us to continue to improve, continue to, you know, stick to what we've been trying to do, try to get out in transition. Not having Gerard Coleman really hurt us in our transition game yesterday. I think we only had 8 points in transition, and I think we averaged 18 to 20 points in transition, and a lot of that is because of Gerard. And certainly the fact that you had more points from the free throw line than you did from the field last night in the first half is not a good thing. Not a good thing, but a positive thing that we made our free throws. Yes, so, it was. I got to look at the positive lining and all of this. Well, another positive is the fact that there were over 11,500 fans in the building last night. Friar fans keep coming back to see this team. Well, I can't tell you how grateful I've been in how supportive and how great the support has been for our program. I can't thank our fans enough, our supporters, our alum. It has been an incredible experience to see the people come out and support a team that is struggling, that is trying to gain an identity. And we have one more home game left against Connecticut. And again, thank you to our crowd. They've been great. I got to believe that one of the reasons why they're there is that they're hopeful for the future, but they're also seeing a team that puts a lot of effort out on the floor. A lot of effort, a lot of hustle. You know, we never give up. You know, I mean, right now you look at our numbers. I think our guys may be getting a little emotionally worn out. So we got to keep them positive, and I think our fans have done a great job with that. I know that after the game last night, you said that you're proud of your group. Very proud. Again, when you go through these rebuilding of a program and you have players that weren't recruited by the current staff, you know, there's trust things that you have to overcome. But for the most part, our players have given us great effort night in and night out. We talked about the buzz in the building last night, the fact that there were over 11,500 people, and a lot of that had to do with the play on the court, but also there was somebody on the sideline who had a bow tie on. Yeah. What was that all about? The staff wore bow ties yesterday. And really to make awareness of prostate cancer, early detection of it. A lot of the coaches around the country over the next 2 games will be wearing that, and I want a Providence College to support that. There's so many people out there with a deadly disease, and anytime we can make early awareness of it to get rid of it or cure it in some way, Providence College is all in. I believe there's a website too. It's ontheline.com. Yeah, ontheline.com. Go on it, and many of us have had family and friends and relatives that have suffered from this deadly disease. Anything we can do to make awareness of it, we're going to support. All right, good message there, Coach. Coming up, a chat with PC junior point guard Vincent Council when the Providence College Coaches Show with Ed Cooley continues right after these messages. Welcome back. One of the guys who helps make the Friars an exciting team to watch is point guard Vincent Council. Joe Kayada recently spent some time with a Friar junior.
All right, we're now joined by junior guard Vincent Council, the PC Friars. Vincent, let's talk about the season. It's been kind of an up and down season, the Big East for you in your junior year.
I think it's a learning experience being a junior and having such a young team full of freshmen and sophomores who didn't really play last year. I think it's a learning experience. Just ups and downs. Me being the oldest guy, I have to be more prepared and being able more to help out my teammates in tough times.
Yeah, can you talk about your season and how's it going? You kind of stepped up at your game. Is it something that you had to do with this young team?
I think it's something all juniors have to do coming in. As a freshman, sophomore, you look up to the juniors and seniors, and then it becomes your turn to try to help out the freshmen and sophomores who's coming.
It seems there's a lot of talent on this team. It's just kind of gelling first year. What's that been like for you, trying to get everybody together?
Just new coaches, new system. I think all of us trying to learn each other's game, personalities, what do we like to do with each other on and off the court.
Yeah, what's it been like under Coach Cooley? All the players I talked to say it's a big difference from him to Keno. What's it been like for you?
I think it's a big difference, excitement, intensity. I think it's a great learning experience.
A lot of young guys, as you mentioned, do people come up to you and do you have to, like when you get in the Big East play, there's a huge difference. You guys are playing top 25 teams every night. Do you kind of sit these guys down and tell them what to expect, or?
I think every game you learn more and more about big conference, the major conference, and I think when you sign up for the Big East, I think you know what's going on. That is one of the best conferences in the country, and I think you're well prepared for it.
Does it get frustrating at times because every night you're playing a top 25 team?
I wouldn't say frustrating, I'd say it's an opportunity to play against good competition and get better.
All right, in these one-on-ones, we always want to know something about you other than basketball. So other than basketball, everybody knows you as a basketball player for PC Friars. What should fans know about you? Hobby, anything different?
I like to dance, and I'm very ticklish.
You like to dance, and you're very ticklish. All right, very good. All right, let's go to the dancing. What type of dancing? Club dancing, salsa, you Victor Cruz style? What do you got?
Club dancing. I don't really know how to do salsa.
No salsa?
Cruz, but I'm a Giants fan, though.
Oh, you are a Giants fan. So you're happy about the Super Bowl?
Very happy.
How about Victor Cruz?
Very
big
happy.
Fan of him?
Big fan.
All right, now let's go over to the tickling thing. Do a lot of people tickle you, or?
Yeah, a lot of people tickle me, especially with my family. They know I'm ticklish. If you want to get to me, all you have to do is tickle me.
All right, it's like stomach area, armpit, where?
Everywhere.
Everywhere you tickle.
Everywhere.
All right, see, we learn something new every time we do these. Dancing and ticklish. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Coleman, we appreciate it. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, guys. Amazing some of the things that you learn here on the Coaches Show, that Vincent Council is ticklish.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, there you go.
There you go. So I'll tickle him during one of the timeouts.
Hey, this is a young man who has really made a name for himself this year, leads the conference in assists.
Truly one of the toughest guards in the country to guard. His quickness, his ball quickness, rim to rim, I think he's one of the fastest point guards in the country, if not the fastest. His ability to make plays for other people and score, he's a triple threat every time he has it. He's been a phenomenal person to coach.
But has he gotten his due, not only in the conference but across the country, for his ability?
I don't think he has, and I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I think you have to have team success in order to have individual exposure. And, you know, when you're talking to your players about that, you have to win games in order to be recognized. And although his numbers are unbelievable, you still need team success, and hopefully that's around the corner.
All right, Coach, also wanted to remind Friar fans that PC will honor the 1997 Elite 8 team with a special night at the Westin Hotel. You can be there in May. To purchase tickets, call 865-1880. And coming up next, we'll tell you what's next for the Friars. It's the road ahead, and it's next here on the PC Coaches Show with Ed Cooley. Overall. So, what can you tell me about the Blue Demons, Coach?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a fast-paced game. You know, Oliver, you know, instills a high up-tempo game, a lot of pressing, a lot of trapping. We got to make sure that we handle the press, don't turn the ball over. But when someone presses us, we want to make sure we attack the rim. So it's going to be a frenetic pace. Should be a lot of fun to watch. And, you know, the Friars need to get a road win. We've struggled on the road to get a win, not just this year, in past years. So we need to come out and prove something to ourselves that we can win on the road.
So you only have one game this week. It's coming up on Saturday. So how will you approach the week with the kids in terms of practice?
Well, I mean, this is a great week for us to pay attention to our academics. You know, not traveling. We'll cut practice down to about an hour and 10 minutes. You know, we'll make sure we get some weight training in, some one-on-one time, and continue to learn about what our players do and who they are. Again, my one-on-one relationship is everything with our players. So there'll be a lot of different things we do, but we'll limit their on-the-court stuff.
So an hour 10, typically how long do you go with practice?
Well, you know, when you look at a practice plan, the beginning of the season, you probably normally go 2.5, 2:45. Then as you get into December, you cut back to about 2:15. By the time you get to January, it's about an hour 45, and all of February, it's like an hour and a half tops.
And recruiting, will you be doing some recruiting this week? Since you don't, silly question.
Recruiting is our recruiting is our lifeline. Our staff will be out scouring the country, continue to build our brand. I'll be out a couple of days this week, but recruiting is where it's at.
All right. Best of luck this week.
Thanks a lot, Frank.
Coach Cooley, thank you.
Thank you.
That'll do it for this week's edition of PC Coaches Show with Ed Cooley. For the coach, I'm Frank Carpano. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, everybody.